Great, gonna be. Oh, it says I'm live. Oh shit. Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Listen, we just gonna I don't know what I'm doing. It's an off weekend for me, so we just gonna start the show. We gonna get into it today, guys.
Where are you at? Oh! That's when you don't even care anymore. Playing hide and seek and I make it.
Savage Sports, we got game. And now, your host, Steve.
Good morning. Good morning. Goodness gracious. Just an off weekend this weekend. Doing a little bit of extra. So PPA's in the building and Ants in the building. Always on our Sundays. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today? Hello, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? No, as soon as we get on the thing, you can't even hear. Ant! I'm mute. Hold on. Wait. Can't. He isn't connected. Ant! Tell him he's not connected.
Yo, Ant, you're not connected yet, baby.
Tell him to unmute his thing. Ant, unmute.
Unmute, Ant.
I don't think he. I don't know why he can't. See, there's always technical difficulties on the show. That's why I noticed this shit not scripted. There's not. It ain't nothing of the shit. But what's going on? How was your weekend, my guy?
Well, like I said, work.
That's all you do. You ain't watch no sports last night or this weekend. No. So you didn't watch the boxing. We got to go back and watch that.
Go back and watch the fight.
What about the game though?
It wasn't no games last night.
It was a game on Friday though. There were two games on Friday, which was the closeout and the Boston game.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Did we not watch?
That game was the best game of the whole playoff to me.
Game 6?
Game 6.
Boston.
Boston. That was the best game. Well, you could argue Luka too. But that was a blowout.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about mano a mano, close games, fourth quarter, down the stretch. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Beautiful basketball.
So what do you think about the Memphis Grizzlies moving forward? Give me your thoughts.
The Memphis Grizzlies moving forward.
Hold on. First of all, Ant, can you hear me? This guy, who knows? I don't even know. I can't unmute his mic either.
You can't unmute it?
No, I'm trying to. It's not working.
Technical difficulties.
Hold on. Damn, hold on. Let me see if I could get him. Let me see if I can post something in there.
You think if you bring them out and bring them back in, that'll work?
Hold on. Let's see if you can see it. Maybe. Hold on. Let me.
Savage said, "Mute your mic."
I already tried it. It's not working.
And you look at Ant just to talking.
He's just going off. We don't know what the hell he's talking about.
He must have had to say some shit.
He said whatever he's saying. It don't matter. But so I had some thoughts. And number one, I had some thoughts about Steven Adams getting playing time.
Ain't nothing wrong with your motherfucking throat. Nothing wrong with your fucking throat. I knew you was gonna bring this shit to the damn show. I knew you was gonna do that shit, Steve.
I'm just saying, Doug. I told you there was room for him, injury or not. There was room for him, and it worked out. And let's just talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies play without Ja Morant. Can we acknowledge that those people that group is very good without him?
No.
What do you mean? Why? Well, don't say no. Why would you say no? Please give me an explanation. Why? Because they were 21-7 without him, and that's including the closeout game. They were 21-7.
You got to look at. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at the playoff record without him when it matters the most.
So
but they are 1-3, 1-2 without him.
1-2, that's it. And they lost by 3 points, and they blew out Golden State by 39, and was up by 55.
You telling me that was more Memphis Grizzlies than Golden State wetting the bed?
I think at home they were playing desperately. They were playing free. They really had nothing to lose, and they punched them in the mouth and kicked their ass. It was what it was. But what I'm trying to say, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but yeah, I'm saying it correctly. I think I asked this question before. Being that we have some more proof, would you or can you consider the Memphis Grizzlies being better off without Ja Morant?
Steve.
Yes.
Steve.
Yes.
You know Ja Morant was needed in the last game that they lost.
Okay, but I also want to look at in totality. I want to look at.
But like you said, moving forward though, Steve.
What was it though? What was the score before that? Because until that one game, and you got to unmute your mic, bro.
I did.
Oh, there you go. Goodness gracious, that's how you do it. I did. Like it's just unacceptable, baby.
Yeah, but we gotta hear what he was saying. You had a whole saying before your mic was muted.
Oh no! I just said I was like, yo, I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
like I said, did you hear what I was saying?
No, I didn't hear anything.
So how do we look at the Memphis Grizzlies moving forward still? Like,
honestly, with them, I don't even think you rock the boat. I don't think you rock the boat. I think you leave it as is. I don't see anything that they're missing. They got the formula. It's just experience. I think so. So if they could keep that team together somehow and stay healthy, I think the only player they're gonna wind up losing maybe Steven Adams. But at this point, the way Brandon Clark been looking, for that style of play, Brandon Clark fits better anyway.
So I'm gonna go and take credit once again for my Steven Adams.
I know you was gonna do it.
I'm gonna stick to that maybe 2 or 3 times during the show. I'm just gonna say there was a
What you got?
racist.
What you got against Aquaman?
I have absolutely nothing, but remember in the Minnesota series, and we was like, yo, he had no place in there, and I'm like, you can't find some minutes, and then as soon as Steven Adams enters the lineup due to injuries, the physicality and things have changed, and he was a productive player, especially in the Golden State series on the offensive rebounding end of the spectrum.
Right.
And just being able to beat Draymond up a little bit, and the only thing I seen different in the half court, there was nothing really Draymond did that was impactful, but he was able to get out faster on a break.
Right. Draymond
that
was
was it.
like Draymond was the point guard, really.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What you normally is.
Yeah, but it was like just it's a difference in Draymond playing against. And I hate him, but it's a difference between him playing against Karl Anthony Towns and then playing against Steven Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Playing against Karl Anthony Towns, who can move his feet a little bit. You're not gonna move around him like you did Steven Adams.
Nope.
Steven Adams can't step out.
Nope. But it was a mismatch on the other end too, because he was beating up Draymond, and he was taking them dudes. Listen, Steven Adams is a big motherfucker, dog.
But a team that needs Steven Adams is a team that run a lot of off-ball screens.
Mm-hmm.
They run a lot of pick and roll, a lot of off-ball screens, and for some reason Memphis does not do a lot of that. I mean, they got shooters, but they don't run a lot of off-ball screens because that's what Steven Adams, his strong point is. If you go watch the highlights.
Mm-hmm.
That man, if he hit you with a screen, a blindside screen, oh, you looking for him the rest of the game.
Yep.
Because you're gonna have a concussion.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That boy is like that boy brick solid, man.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna wind up trying to go to. Well, I mean, damn, Memphis is probably considered championship caliber level team now, but I don't know what's up with the contract though. I think his contract is up. Remember, he got some big money.
I never knew. I always think like Steven Adams is older than he is because it seemed like he's been around forever. But he's not. Right. He's only 20. He's only 28, 29 years old.
Steven Adams only 28?
29, I think. Yeah, son.
He ain't even 30 yet?
No, I looked it up. Like I was like, because I thought he'd been in the league forever. Like, like Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins. We look Kendrick Perkins like he's 58, right? Kendrick Perkins younger than us.
Yeah.
Kendrick Perkins, LeBron age.
Yeah, and I'm like, how did that happen and when? Like I could have sworn I seen Kendrick Perkins playing against Barkley one day, like. And I'm talking about in the 80s and 90s.
Well, I think Kendrick Perkins was he the 2000? I think he was 2004 draft, or either the 2004 draft or 2005. One of those two.
So I'm gonna ask the controversial question because I've asked it before, but I want to, being that we have a little bit more proof in the pudding, I want to hear thoughts again. Can you and would you, for any circumstance, consider?
Oh my God!
Trading Ja Morant?
No.
My God.
For some other pieces?
No. Because there's no. I'm like I said. I don't know what other pieces there are. I don't think there are any other pieces that Memphis needs. I think they just need to stay together and grow and experience. I don't think they need to trade anybody. I don't think they need to look
like this. Steve get like this.
I don't think they need to look for anything. I think they need to leave that the way it is. Even down to the coach. Like, leave it all alone. Don't change a damn thing.
So
I would change one thing with Memphis, though.
Bond is a unit, and then that's it. Unless you want to go get you like if you want to go get another stretch shooter, like maybe a stretch four to go alongside Jaren or to play when Jaren Jackson is out, because that's when it seems like I don't like him too much. I don't like his shooting, but his shooting ability it stretches teams out. But then when he's off the floor, y'all don't have that same. Y'all don't have the same offensive strategy because now those forwards can fall back. Those big
So
can fall back. You got Brandon Clark in the game.
so being that all right, so being that we don't want to switch out John Morant. So moving like a Steven
Coach of
Adams,
that team.
would you move like a Steven Adams or and let them play maybe with like a Sabonis or Vucevic?
Wow. Now Sabonis, that's an excellent player.
Sabonis, or both of them, yeah. Those are two. I mean, yeah, those two players, yeah.
What about Dylan Brooks?
What do you mean? What about him? Don't
He
talk
don't
about my
know
light skinned. Don't talk about my light skinned brethren like that. Even though he's a
I think they could do a little bit better at the two guards.
No, don't do that. Don't do
Nah,
that.
he fits the profile. He's a 3 and D guy.
Don't talk about him like that.
I mean,
and he's willing to take your head off.
He plays defense, and he goes. He goes. Only thing my knock against him is he need to stop putting so much damn gel in his head.
Hold on, Ian. What we're not going to do is do a light skin bashing this morning, okay? We're not going to do light skin a crime on light skins this morning.
His hair look like it's spray painted. Man, what's up with you, B?
I think they should shop a trade for Dylan Brooks.
I'm gonna shop a trade.
Why?
I'm gonna shop a trade for you in the
better two guards.
But
all right.
The question: you trade Dylan who?
All right. Let's speak hypothetically, and Steve.
There's nobody you're gonna get that can do. There's not many that you're gonna get that brings to the table. So let's be fair. There's some shooting guards that may be better, or small forwards, but collectively, nah. Dude is a lockdown defender, man.
But the thing is, I don't want it to be all. If I'm Memphis, I don't want it to be all John Morant. You get what I'm saying? I don't want.
But you seen it wasn't all John. It wasn't all John.
John Morant needs one more good piece.
Wow.
Because I like Jaren Jackson.
So Bane, Brooks, Jaren Jackson, Morant is not a good 4, and you stick somebody in at the 5 like Steven Adams.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you those names that he mentioned are actually excellent because Sabonis, shit, that Sabonis will be it. Honestly, with Sabonis, damn, what the hell happened here? Niggas don't know how to draw. Sabonis, with Sabonis on that team, oh, they're going to the finals. They're going to the finals. Another another player they probably could have taken a look at too at some point before he got Marvin Bagley. That was in Sacramento. That's another player who I like.
He went to Indiana. Where Marvin Bagley go? He went
Detroit.
to Indiana. Oh, Detroit. Okay.
Yeah.
But Marvin Bagley was injury prone from opening day.
Oh, what about what you call your boy Miles Turner?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He's on the block anyway. Him and Sabonis was on the block.
Right.
So that's why
they decided
they did.
Hey,
they did Miles Turner dirty. They did Miles Turner dirty.
Guess who's on the block for me? Vucevic.
Oh my God.
Shit for you.
Get his ass
Man,
out
my whole roster on the block. No, I'm actually with the consensus, and then not respectful, man. I wouldn't be mad if they traded LeBron. I really wouldn't be mad.
What do you mean? I listen. I think it's a must at this point. I don't think that it's a thing of being mad or people being like, oh, he's not the person that you should trade, but he's the person that's ready to leave at the drop of a dime. So why can't I trade this motherfucker and start rebuilding my team? He's no longer the future. He's not the future.
Right. So that's the only thing you could get, and that'd be the only person you could possibly get a piece for. That to get good pieces for, unless you trade Anthony Davis. That ain't happening. They not trading AD. So LeBron is the only player you can trade if you want to try to start the rebuild now and get something. And if we got to go with the Westbrook Anthony Davis combo and whatever else you can get for LeBron, I'm cool with that. Yeah. I'm cool with that. We won't be a finals team, but we'll be a playoff team. And depending on what you
y'all not going nowhere y'all ain't went nowhere this year, and y'all not going nowhere next year with that roster as constructed.
Without there'll be a play-in tournament. We'll get to play-in. If they're healthy, we'll get to the play-in.
We talking about the Lakers here.
Right. If we're healthy, we'll get in the play-in. I don't know what's going to happen after the play-in.
Listen, they need to get rid of 95% of their team.
No. I don't think back old ass Melo.
So
you're right.
So you're gonna keep Westbrook, you're gonna keep Melo, you're gonna keep Dwight Howard, like you're gonna keep all these cats, son. For what? You're gonna keep LeBron? You're supposed to go into rebuild mode. The Lakers need to get back to being the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do it, building a team.
The dudes, just think about it, bro. The dudes that got drafted with some of those dudes is in the Hall of Fame already. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's time to go, man. You can't keep trying to build and construct this team off a age limit of 34 years old.
Word.
You can't do that.
The Lakers organization, they're not gonna go what the next 5
my
years. They're not going the next 5-6 years without being a contending team. They are a win now organization. You dig what I'm saying? They're not gonna go that long.
Good morning.
Right.
Good morning, LeVon. Thank you for joining.
That's what worries me about the Lakers. The Lakers is not gonna go losing in that town for a long period of time. They're not gonna be like the Detroit Pistons. You dig what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that.
Right.
Rebuild from scratch.
Shout out to Isaiah. Anytime we talk about the Pistons, we gotta give a shout out to Isaiah.
Yeah.
But they man, they have to trade LeBron. That's the only way we get back to the promised land at any point in the future. You have to, because there's nothing else that you can move. Like really, for they're ready to. We couldn't get John Wall for Westbrook. John Wall ain't played in 2 years. We can't get him for Westbrook. So what do you really think you're not gonna get no young pieces for him? No, I'm saying you ain't getting no young
They didn't really want John Wall. They didn't want him. Because it's like trading another Westbrook. Damn near.
Right. But this is what I'm saying. If we couldn't even get John Wall, that means we can't get nobody. Westbrook is gonna get it.
But you do add $47 million motherfucking dollars on that, dude.
I mean, me personally, on that note,
ain't nobody taking on that salary whatsoever.
Just waive them. Do a buyout. Not waive them. Buy them out.
Buyout? That'd be the best buyout player ever.
Buy him out. Let him go. Let him go.
47?
Let the hill again.
$47 million?
Tell me what you need Russell Westbrook for on the Lakers.
Me or Ant?
I mean, well, he wants to buy him out, so he's a Lakers fan. So I'm going to you, PPA. What good is Russell Westbrook on the Lakers at this point?
Like what you was bragging about last week, the triple-double
What good is
machine that he is.
What is he good on the Lakers though? On the Lakers organization, what is he good for right now? What is he going to be good for? He's not the future.
Well, I personally think that Russell Westbrook is going to have a bounce back year. I don't think that Russell Westbrook is going to sit with this season going the way it did. So I will put my bank into that and spending my spending my $47 million on that. Then just wasted away $47 million by releasing him and cutting.
So you got to take you're going to take Russell Westbrook for one more year on $47 million. When you're trying to rebuild a roster.
What do you mean? The Lakers is not gonna be always a rebuilding team.
But this is what I'm saying. What they need to do is rebuild. I mean, do you not agree with that?
No.
So you just want them to keep shuffling in old ass players for no reason?
Not shuffling old ass players. There's other players that can go. Russell Westbrook is a player technically that they stuck with though, Steve.
So who we gonna get? We gonna trade Russell Westbrook to go get players like Eric Gordon? Trade LeBron and be done with it. Or you have to buy Westbrook out, buy him out, and then start from scratch somehow. Trade him, maybe see if you could trade him for some second round picks or something, man, and then or do something. But we can't go into another season with LeBron and Russell Westbrook together and think that we're gonna make noise. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
That whole team needs to be broken up and started over, son.
Unless Westbrook is in shooting camp right now. Which if I was him, I wouldn't even work out the same. Me personally, this summer I wouldn't even work out the same the way I've been doing. I would just be shooting jumpers all summer long.
Speaking of shooting jumpers, let's go to somebody who didn't shoot any fucking jumpers.
Oh my God. Big game James.
So you traded away. So let's just, we all had a problem with the situation, right? We all had a fucking problem with the whole Ben Simmons situation.
James says he's sick.
So you traded away
James says his throat is killing him.
Somebody who didn't shoot for somebody who didn't shoot.
Right.
No. I wouldn't say that.
Wait, what do you mean?
One of the things that I do give James Harden over to Ben Simmons
is what?
He deal with the Heat. You see how we talking about? You see how we talking about James Harden right now? You see how we talking about James Harden right now, and him shooting bad and everything else like that.
Not shooting bad. He shot 2 shots in the second half of that game.
I'm just saying.
Son, 2 shots, and you're a person who averaged 30.
That's why I say that trade was fair, Steve, because of the simple fact that what did Ben Simmons do? What shit on Brooklyn?
Son, what
they saying? Oh, a back injury.
All right.
Mental health. And then they said, and now, he had to go get back surgery. That's a bunch of bullshit. Even though James Harden only shot 2 shots.
Let me ask you.
James Harden did still show up to play a bad game.
I'm gonna ask this question in order the way I'm gonna ask it because I want you to answer off of what Ant say. I want to see where we going here. So Ant, What
Yeah, I
were
mean,
what is before the Nets, before the season,
After the light.
and before the Philly trade? What were your expectations of James Harden?
Yeah.
my expectations for James Harden, they was going to the chip.
As him being
I thought James
an
Harden.
integral piece of that team,
uh,
whatever
I
team he was on.
actually, I'll be honest. I thought he was gonna be the. Truth be told, Kevin Durant is Kevin inside here.
Where that car's coming out of.
Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant, and I can't. You know what he is. Kevin Durant is 35 and 8 a night. But I thought James Harden was going to be that dominating factor, to be quite honest. I thought he was going to be the one that actually gets them to that point of like, yo, nah, this team is unstoppable, and they're going to be that he's going to be unstoppable. And then you got people like Kyrie and Durant on the outside where you can't double him. Now you can't double James Harden. This man gonna average 28, 9, and 9. You know what I mean? Like I thought he was gonna really have that kind of input on that game or on that team. But that whole him and Kyrie thing just wasn't gonna work. It just didn't work out. But I thought James Harden was gonna be a lot more than what he wound up being.
Okay, so I want
him
you to
and
answer
Philly.
the same question. What were your expectations of James Harden coming in, sir? PPA, sir.
By him switching to the point guard role?
What were your expectations for James Harden as a player coming into this season?
Coming into this season, what was my expectations on the James Harden role on the Brooklyn Nets?
As a player, wherever he was, so going to Brooklyn Nets,
as a player,
going to Philly, but as a player.
Excellent. James Harden was going to be the point guard of the Brooklyn Nets. And once Kyrie co-signed that, that's when I thought that they was going to be a championship team.
All right, but
Which is the same role that he played on Philly. Where they needed James Harden. They needed more of a Houston's James Harden than Brooklyn did. When you pair him with Kevin Durant and a Kyrie Irving. Only thing James Harden needed was to be a facilitator scorer.
Okay,
not
so
29 points, not 29 and 30, but a little 10 piece. That's what I was expecting James Harden to be on the Brooklyn Nets, to make them champions.
okay,
Yeah, he could have easily led the league in assists.
So what did you expect him to be on Philly?
I expected him to be Houston's James Harden on Philly.
Okay, so was he?
No.
Okay, so that's the problem that we're having. That's the problem that we're having. So when you shoot 2 shots and you have a problem with you traded for a person in a big game that didn't shoot the shots, and then your second best player does not shoot the shots, that's what you have a problem with. Where the fuck was he at in this game? Where was his head at? Where was his playmaking at? Where was anything at in this game?
He was off.
Disengaged.
He was off.
He was disengaged.
He was off.
But why? Why does it seem to happen to him every fucking big game?
But why we not getting on Ben Simmons for not playing at all?
Hold on, no, because he's done. We already know what we're getting from Ben Simmons. Bums juice.
I wouldn't say bums juice because a good Ben Simmons is almost a defensive player of the year.
James Harden was supposed to be James Harden of Houston. We did not get that.
Yeah, he was supposed to be. You're right.
So that's why he's going to get bashed at every moment.
Oh, nah. Who's LeVon Carter? Who's LeVon Carter?
That's one of our
Didn't
viewers.
he play for UConn?
What did he
Tell
say?
him, he said
Oh,
the
let's
Lakers
see.
need to pick up James Harden.
Yeah, the Lakers. Yep, it's right there. Lakers need to pick up James Harden. Lavandier, shut your damn mouth.
Was you?
Can
Well,
I
you.
be honest with you?
That's a good fit. That's a
Can I
good
keep
fit.
a buck with you? If
Huh?
it's for Westbrook, I'll do it.
Ant, you be with that bullshit, Ant.
For him, I'll do it. And only reason because I'll take Westbrook. I mean, I'll take James Harden not taking the shots if he's facilitating. That's the problem that I had with him in Philly, is that he wasn't even being aggressive on that side of it. What he doesn't understand is his best strength is his scoring ability, because if he's not scoring, if he's being aggressive, his passing is good. If you're worrying about James Harden scoring when he's attacking, then that's where Tobias Harris and Maxey and Danny Green and Korkmaz and even Embiid, like this is where they games. Embiid, honestly, with James Harden on that team, Embiid should average 40.
That's true too.
No excuse for that shit. So with James Harden not being aggressive, that's what the issue is in Philly. That's why I said if James Harden is going to be a Laker, I even take what he did right now over what Westbrook did, because at least I'm like, well, fuck it, then don't shoot the shit, because Westbrook shot the shit and look what happened.
That's where I do agree with Steve, because we seen James. All three of us. We done seen James Harden have bad playoff games prior to this.
Oh yeah, when he was the MVP.
Exactly, on Houston. You dig what I'm saying? And that's one of the disappointments that I get out of James Harden, is the simple fact that, you know, we seen him with bad shooting nights. You remember when Golden State came back when they was up 3-2 and they won that 2 straight, you know what I'm saying? And he shot bad. Those were second half shots too. You dig what I'm saying? Those and by him just shooting 2 shots, that's what I couldn't believe over this Miami team. You dig what I'm saying? In their game 6. You know, I would have expected James Harden to shoot a little more, even if he shot bad. You get what I'm saying? I could take that. But him not to shoot but nothing but 2 times, that's hard to even defend on his behalf.
I would have got out this car and played the game, took more than 2 shots. And anybody that know me know I'm a pass first guard. I love the pass. But in a game like that, oh no, I'm taking more than 2 shots in the second half.
That's true. But I respect him more than Ben Simmons because he showed up.
No,
you know what I'm saying? He ain't lying, talking about I'm hurt. He ain't giving no excuses with mental health.
Hold on. But did he really show up?
Yeah, he did. Because because I ain't gonna lie. Because y'all remember when the trade first got made and when Philly started up and running. Nobody can tell me that Philly ain't have something going.
Had.
They went honestly.
He said had.
I hate to say this because you know I love my people. I love my brothers. The problem with Philly is they need, in order for James Harden to flourish, they need D'Antoni, not Doc Rivers.
That's true. That's true.
D'Antoni.
So I didn't want to say it. I did not want to say it. Thank you, Ant. Thank you, Ant. But because I'm not a big fan of firing Doc.
No, me either.
Shut up, Steve. I get booed every fucking weekend.
That wasn't for you.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
That was but it kind of was for you because you agreed with the statement. And the only reason I disagree, as we already know, I don't like the fact that D'Antoni don't preach defense.
There's only 4 NBA coaches that do preach defense.
Well, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? No, I get it though.
But they ask.
Tony's his system is really, if I score more points than you score, then we win.
I mean that is the ultimate goal, right?
Right. So when you got a player like James Harden, who his ability is open up the court and I'll get you a bucket, and then he got a player with him like Joel Embiid. That offense right there, like remember when they had Clint Capella and it was James Harden and Clint Capella. Clint Capella, that boy was like a top 5 center when he was with James Harden. For just by a number standpoint, what he was bringing to the table. There's no way in the world if they got D'Antoni, Embiid will definitely get MVP. It definitely getting MVP. Because you can't.
But the thing is, you bring D'Antoni in, Embiid gotta go.
No.
D'Antoni do not like centers.
No, he don't like centers that he can't give the ball to and you can't do nothing with it.
No, he don't like centers, period.
No, because
he don't like big guys.
Yeah, man. Nah, but remember, shit. Yeah, you're right. Remember, he had PJ Tucker at the center that year.
He do not. You got to get rid of Embiid if D'Antoni comes, because D'Antoni is not gonna like Embiid.
Yeah, so it's an oxymoron.
D'Antoni already done said centers are too slow, moving up and down the court for his fast-paced offense, because D'Antoni do run a fast-paced offense.
Speaking of getting rid of people, I would like to get rid of the pain right now. And what I would like to have when I get rid of that pain is some rescue cream. I want some natural skin bliss right now. So, I mean,
go see LGC in the building. Wonderful. Good. And so much more.
Wait, we got sponsors?
We've been having LGC. We've been having the natural skin bliss.
That's what's up.
But LGC, if you've ever been around the area of North Carolina or things like that, I don't know where y'all guys are at, and I don't know how dirty your house is or whatever, but you might need it cleaned up. So visit, our like for you to, if you like to have your house clean or possibly your shoes at one point, please call Tina Maids.
If they come to New York,
they might show up. I don't know where they go, but please do that.
I know it costs more to get their ass from North Carolina to New York.
Yeah, because honestly, they all need.
In a man, every woman wants, every woman needs validation, the scent of a savage.
Yo, every time I see that validation shit, that shit had me cracking up, son.
Yo,
So getting, I was, so I wanna ask, and this has been on my mind. Honestly, this has been on my mind since I started looking at it maybe in the first round of the playoffs. There's a certain player that I'm gonna question, and this might be a little fucking. I'm gonna question him, and if I gotta take my lumps for it, I'll take my lumps for it. But I'm gonna question this one person, and I'm questioning him in the clutch. I have not seen any progress from him when it comes to big games as well. I'm going to honestly right now in the playoffs and big games, I'm going to put him in the James Harden category.
Wait. Right now, wait before you say that.
Hold on.
Before you say that, though,
Before I
Steve.
say that, what?
I think I know where you're
James
going.
Harden
but-
just took 2 shots in the second
Hold on.
half.
All right, but I'm talking about somebody who needs to
There's
show
no-
up.
I think James Harden in a
Hold on.
category of his own.
No,
I
okay,
think I
you
know
could do
where you're
that. You could do that. But I do have a player in mind that everybody adores and love, and he does not show up in the clutch. And I'm sorry that he just fucking doesn't. But Steph Curry does not show up in the clutch.
I knew that's where he was going.
How you know that one, Ant?
Huh?
How you know that one?
Because that's been a question on him for a while. It's been a question on him for a long while. I mean, even dating back to, remember we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago about numbers and MVPs and all that stuff, right? And remember I mentioned, I said Iguodala got an MVP in the finals. It's because who hit the big shot? Iggy. I mean, Iggy hit the big shot. Steph is clutch in the first 46 minutes of the game. Because when I watched that last game, Klay Thompson was the man. I mean, don't get me wrong, Klay was the man. But when Steph started opening up and he started hitting those shots, that's when the game got out of whack. When Steph started hitting. I'm saying, so I would like to see a lot more of that, because prior to that game, and even prior to those minutes, when it almost seemed to me like to put your foot on somebody's neck moments is when Steph really took off. But those when you're down and you're losing and they need somebody to revive them and put the team on their back, I can't totally disagree. I can't totally disagree. Steph is amazing, but he's like a bully. And he when the crowd is going and then now he's hitting threes and he's doing all of this, but you wasn't doing that when you was down 50.
Right. See, Stephen Curry confuses me. Stephen Curry confuses me. 1 minute we could be talking about Stephen Curry. Remember what you said, Steve, how much he changed the game, how much these little kids is practicing 3-point shots instead of layups and shit like that. He confuses me. Because, like, my thing is change the game for dominance. Don't change the game just to introduce something new. You get what I'm saying? When you changing the game, and you changing the game of basketball, especially with this type of defense that's being played now, you change the game for your own dominance. I don't think that he changed the game for his own dominance. I think he just opened doors for other guards to do the same shit that he's doing, to change the game. You get what I'm saying? Because you know what they call it, shooting from the logo. Dame Lillard do that on the regular.
That's a bad shot, though.
Of course. But look at what you go to the park today. Look what they practicing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They practicing little shots.
But that's why
That hurt my arm. an
But that's why I
elbow.
only specified, like, that's why I only specify in the clutch that he's been not such a great player.
This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Because you gotta live, and that's why I say changing the game. You gotta live and die with that shot. You get what I'm saying? In the clutch. And in clutch moments, that 3-point shot, I don't especially because the 3-point shot that comes whether you down 1, 2, or 3. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That 3-point shot. In the fourth quarter, time and seconds is running out.
Yo, what you want to do it for?
What are you pulling up for a 3 for if you're down just 1 point? When you can make a layup. You get what I'm saying? What are you pulling up 3 for if you're down 2 points?
Well,
And you
I
can just
wouldn't.
tie it and just make a layup. You get what I'm saying? Like, Stephen Curry confuses me. But also, I have seen him. Remember when he walked Russell Westbrook down when he was on OKC and just shot that shot right in front of his face? I was like, oh my God, I'm sold. I am sold. But when time goes by and everything else like that, and Kevin Durant was right about him, he make a lot of tough shots. You dig what I'm saying? He don't make a lot of good shots to win ball games. And I ain't see that in the playoffs. I ain't see that in the finals. This is why Iguodala gets more credited for guarding LeBron James than Stephen Curry gets credited for averaging more points than him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why I don't get. That's why I say he confuses me. You dig what I'm saying? Now in his career, like, where are you? Are you an integral piece to build around? Because they build around Steph with shooters. You dig what I'm saying?
Wait. You talking about? Wait a minute. You talking about to build around Steph?
Yeah. They built the Golden State Warriors around Stephen Curry. They parted him with a 2 guard for a shooter, and they just been swapping out small forwards. Draymond Green always gonna be the point forward. That's what they call him, point forward. He always gonna be that. His game ain't never gonna change. You get what I'm saying? He's gonna be an excellent defender, rebounder, hustle man that average 10 to 15 points a game.
He don't even average that.
No.
He don't?
Draymond, that's why, Charles Barkley used to have me crying. He used to call Draymond the king of the triple single.
Yeah.
But make all-star teams. You see what I'm saying? Make all-star teams over players that's getting big numbers.
No, but what Draymond Green brings
What
to the
he brings to the
Warriors
table, man,
is
it's like
it's different.
You can look at
It's
you can look at
irreplaceable.
the difference in the number. Put it this way: Draymond Green's impact on the game has nothing to do with the numbers, at all.
Nope, not even close.
Nothing to do with the numbers. Like what he brings to the table. Remember what I was talking about?
Well, his defense, though.
He's a
His
coach
defense.
on the floor.
Defense. The offense really runs through Draymond.
Yeah.
I mean, it runs through Draymond. It's Steph Curry and Klay coming off them screens. So that's a lot of Draymond. That's why he gets a lot of the notoriety that he does. It's because it's bigger than those numbers, man.
Yeah. He thinks
But
the
if
game.
you can't
So,
surround Draymond
he's a
by
genius.
shooters, is he that same player?
but he's
That's
probably, it don't matter. He's a genius on the floor, son.
No, he's not. Draymond Green ain't no genius on no damn floor.
Yes, he is.
He's not no genius.
Did you see? All right, let me.
not
There
watching.
was one. Okay, there was one play he ran the other day when I was like, Jesus, that was Magic Johnson type. And this is real. Not comparing them to Magic. Social media land, don't do it. I ain't comparing them to Magic. There was a play that he was on a break, and he's telling Jordan Poole, cut, and he's telling him to go hard, cut harder, run harder as he got the ball on the break. And the pass that he made right over the middle of the right over the middle of the defense was ridiculous because he called that play out. He called the play out. He's seeing it develop. That's having a high IQ. That's having a high IQ. Yo, what the fuck y'all doing? Can I get through? Pull up in front of him, bitch.
So Draymond Green got the basketball IQ of a prototypical point guard.
Yes.
Yeah, he sees the game. He sees the game different than a lot of other people. He sees the game better than a lot of point guards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Draymond can make something out of. You know what a high IQ is in basketball, really? Truth be told, is having the ability to make something out of nothing. Draymond can make something out of nothing. When you didn't see anything, Draymond can make something happen. He just can't score it.
I think you take Draymond Green, and that means what you're saying.
Don't you say it. There's not one other player in the NBA.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you saying that means that his game will travel. I don't think that game goes besides Golden State. I don't think that mentality goes to if he was on Portland. I don't think that mentality goes if he was on Lakers. I don't think he.
I beg to differ.
I think it's suited, but Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr wanted him to do it.
It depends on what system they running. If you got a system, a wide open system, spread offense where Draymond is the focal point of that offense in regards to setting people up and setting screens and doing the dirty work, then yeah. But if you think you're gonna put him on the team now and say, "All right, Draymond, you've been an all-star, I need you to score," you're not getting that.
All right, take LeBron James out and put him on your Lakers. Your Lakers is a playoff contending team.
Only if we get Klay Thompson with him.
You cheating now, Ant. You
do the Draymond for LeBron thing. We're not doing the Draymond and LeBron.
No, but you just praised him as this ultimate. You just praised him as this ultimate genius. He's a genius.
He is.
Okay then. So take LeBron out and put Draymond in.
I'm in no mood.
Nah, we're not gonna go that damn.
The Lakers is the playoff team.
LeBron has that same mentality. LeBron IQ is crazy high. It's crazy.
Not this season.
Up there with him.
LeBron James is playing like an MVP, average 30 a night. He was focused on more his scoring this season.
No, but
we talking about Draymond Green.
Yeah, the blackest name on the planet, Draymond Green.
I like his tenacity. I love his hustle. I love his defense. I love his heart.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Remember Draymond played with the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
He played with all these great players on the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Draymond had impact in those Olympics. Remember that?
No. I never remember Draymond
tripping.
Olympic. I never did.
You're tripping, bro.
Draymond was good.
Yeah, Draymond. You don't remember they ran Draymond at the 5. Draymond ran the offense a lot of times.
But that was against players against
Draymond is
other
a smart
countries.
player, man.
He's doing it now, regular.
Draymond. I don't like Draymond. I don't like Golden State, and I don't like Draymond. But you got to give credit where credit is due. That man has a very high IQ. He's a smart basketball player. That's
but you call him a genius. You call him a genius. You can be smart. But genius is
This-
different level. We went
And
to
he's
school.
different, he's different level. He's different level on the court.
Hell no.
There's certain players where they get the ball and it's like, I have confidence that he can make something happen. When Draymond get the ball on, when the ball is in Draymond Green hands, 90% of the time, you're gonna get a positive out of that. Now, if the dude make the shot, that's different. But you'll get a good looking play out of the ball being in Draymond Green hands. Those turnovers that they had the other day when they lost about 50, well, when they were down by 50. Look at who was committing the turnover. Steph had those turnovers. Steph had a lot of those. Him and Jordan Poole. Those were their turnovers, most of them.
You know why I respected Draymond Green in that game when they was getting blown out? Why they sat Steph and Clay and they kept him in. He was supposed to be part of sitting with Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Tell Anthem unmute itself.
And unmute. Do it again.
Yo,
Yeah.
What you were saying?
I said the league.
Huh? Frozen now. It's not you there? Can't hear you.
You probably crossing some train tracks. That's a lot of happening in New York and crossing up under them train tracks.
You good? So until we get him back.
Do you think? But do you think really, Steven, that Draymond is a genius on the basketball court?
I said it.
You really think that he's a genius?
Yes. Have you watched the way that the game is played when he's on the court and the things that he do? Like, some people forget that basketball is just not. It's a mental thing too. It's not just I can shoot and I can score. You know, I can shoot and dribble and pass. It's not just I can do that. There's other things that go into it. There's a reason why I didn't play high school basketball. There's a reason. I didn't know how to run a play. It's just plain and simple. Like, you couldn't put me at organized basketball, son. I didn't. I wasn't groomed that way, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? And not that I wasn't better than other people. It didn't matter. It was the fact that I couldn't think the game at that point. You know what I mean? And he does. He knows how to do it. And he's not even a great scorer, but his impact on the game is crazy. Like,
I don't know.
it is.
I
It
don't
really
know.
is. Though. It is.
I don't know.
There's not too many people who smarter than him. There's a reason he has a deal with Turner, and he's going to be on that panel with Barkley, Shaq, Kenny, and with the host, Ernie. Yeah, there's a reason he got a deal. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wants to hear what he has to say.
No. Any player that was in their last coming into their last season could have got that job.
No, it's this, but people want to hear him.
Stephen A. wanted him for first take.
Listen, there's a reason.
All right, so wanted Draymond Green for first take.
But look, I want you to look at the difference, right? You know how Stephen A. has his little panel now of whomever. Do you not appreciate what JJ Redick says now more than you would if Skip Bayless was on there or Max?
I watched years of Skip Bayless.
I'm just saying though, do you not appreciate JJ
can't appreciate JJ Redick over a Skip Bayless.
Why not?
Max, yes.
But why
Max,
not?
yes.
Hold on, but why? What does
Because
JJ
did you
Redick
know Skip
not bring to
Bayless
the
is the originator of Stephen A. Smith's career?
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking
That's
about his,
genius. But that's
Hold on.
genius.
we're talking about what he knows about the game. Well, I don't want to hear Skip Bayless talk. I'd rather hear JJ Redick talk.
That's you. But I'm talking about in that world.
And I
You're
still rather
talking
hear
about
JJ
another
Redick talk.
player coming into this is where it gets complicated.
I'd rather hear JJ Redick talk, not Skip
That's
Bayless.
what
Why?
you, that, all
He
right.
brings
I'd rather.
absolutely
I ain't
nothing
gonna lie.
to the
I ain't gonna lie with you. I'd rather hear JJ Redick talk, but I do understand the players that are in that game, the reporters game, the journalists game, the analysis game.
But that's
That
my
been
question
there
was-
for X amount of years, that dealt with the grit and the grind
But that's not what
of
I'm
just
talking about.
getting
I'm talking about
no, because you gotta include it.
about the game.
Yo,
Yeah.
bro.
Never mind. Y'all not gonna get it.
Did
Huh?
you
Y'all not gonna
Jamar,
get it.
You gotta send Jamar the link. He said.
Hold on. Why he didn't hit me up? Hold on.
I don't know. He just that's who called me on the messenger.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I got you, bro.
Because he said we got 2 game 7s today. Why we not on? I'm like, what you talking about? We on now.
Hold on. Yeah, he called me too. I ain't even. I ain't gonna front. I slipped on that. My bad, bro.
I didn't even think you was coming on today.
Huh?
I didn't even think you was coming on today.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't think you was coming on. I remember you said
Hey,
you
yo,
might have needed to chill for a bit.
Hey, yo, Ant, what about DL?
Oh, let me. I don't have. How can I forward that link to him? That's how it go.
I
don't know
think
how
you
it works.
can. I think you can.
I'm sitting up here talking about Draymond as a genius,
He
and I don't see
is.
where.
Your question.
I don't see where.
Unless you're talking about LeBron, there's no other player that you can put in Draymond's shoes on Golden State. You just can't.
I just sent it to you.
You just won't get
I
the
just sent it
same
to you.
thing. You won't
my
get the same
God.
flow.
I just sent you the link. Huh? I just sent it. My bad, son. I'm not even. I'm out of town today. My bad. I slipped.
I got a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn.
You good? You good? You coming on?
Yes, I is.
All right. I'll see you in a minute. My bad. I told you. I told you today's not a what's the name? Slipping today, bro. Slipping today, but it is what it is.
Wake your ass up, Steve. Wake up.
It is, bro. Listen, man. We got our moments. It is what it is, man. You know, but I'm still here.
Wake your ass up.
I'm still here.
Draymond Green is a genius.
Yes, mother.
He is.
Fuck, I
No,
keep
he
telling
ain't,
you that.
man.
I made
Draymond
the
is a
statement.
I'll give y'all hustle hard.
I made
Let me-
the
I'll
let
statement.
give y'all have the most heart. I'll
let me
give
keep
y'all
it-
that. But the smartest?
He's one of the-
Absolutely not. I'm not giving y'all that.
He's one of the smartest minds, and that's playing today, right now.
What?
Yes,
How can
he
the
is.
smartest? All right, this should be easy for you to answer, Ant. This should be easy for you to answer, Steve. How can the smartest genius player cause his team a championship?
What are you talking about? That's emotions.
No.
Oh, no. An emotion. No. An emotions. How can the smartest genius player cause his team a championship?
All right, let me ask you. So
Goodness
no,
gracious.
let's
You
be
can't
clear
ask the
about
question until you answer it.
that. Let me ask you a question. How high of IQ do you think Dennis Rodman had?
Didn't even know if you on my thing.
Not enough to call him a
How high of
genius.
IQ?
Not enough to call him a genius.
Why not?
Because he ain't caused
Why
no.
when you can make your abilities, when you can take your abilities somewhere where you're just dominant in an area, like Dennis was in rebounding, that makes your IQ very high. He gives you the best of his ability.
Hold on,
Hell
Jamal.
no.
Gives you the best of
Jamal,
his ability.
hold on. Let me ask
He
Jamal real quick. Let me ask Jamal real quick. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me ask
Yeah,
him
because
real quick.
I'm just getting up in here mad late because PPA be on some other shit sometimes.
Hold on. So,
I'm gonna sit
Some bullshit, Jamal. That's some bullshit.
so Jamal. So I said Draymond Green was a genius on the basketball court.
Genius, Jamal. Genius. You giving Draymond Green genius?
Hey yo, PPA, you know we don't never agree with nothing you say. So once again, before I answer Steve, Ant, how you feel? I want to before how you feel about that, Ant?
I answered Draymond is to me, like I said, Draymond is one of the best basketball minds in the game today.
Now stop. Now stop.
As far-
Now that's it.
Thank you.
That's it. Because PPA don't agree. That's it.
Hell yeah, I don't agree.
All right, so you ain't got to say no more. I was talking to somebody about what you said about that Zach LaVine other stuff, and they was like, man, I need to go on that thing and talk to him about Zach LaVine.
Oh, shit.
Okay, like
You brought it back to Zach? You really brought it back to Zach?
I just had to throw that in there for a quick hot minute. So what I'm gonna basically say is Draymond Green is one of those players that honestly, there ain't too many of them. He could have played in our era.
Right.
I don't know what you got against that man, because his grittiness, his toughness, his leadership,
It's the
fits
name.
right
He got
in.
black name. He got the, like I said, he got the blackest name in history.
It fits. He fits right in with anybody, any one of those teams that was just as tough and gritty in the 90s.
Then this should be easy for you to answer, Ma, because you failed to mention it. You said his grittiness, you said his toughness, but you did not say the most intelligent, and you did not say the most smartest. And they called him a genius.
Now wait. I wasn't
They
done.
called him a genius.
I wasn't done. Here you go again. You jumping, you adding your 2 cents in before I was done. Now,
No, I waited.
Hold up, wait. His grittiness, his toughness could have fit in on any team. Now, also, his play, the way he plays the game, the way he rebounds, his IQ, his
When did he average 10 rebounds a game?
Stop, man.
When did he average 10 rebounds a game?
Stop it. The
His
way that
IQ
man
and
plays
leadership.
the way that man plays the game, the way he leads that team on defense, you could put that man with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp in the 90s with Detlef. You could put that man with the
With
Knicks
who?
in the 90s.
With who?
You could
Say-
put
wait,
that
say that
man-
again?
Wait a minute. Hold on. You
Say it
could put that
again.
man-
I want you to
could put
say
him
those
down in
names
Miami
again.
with Alonzo and them. That you could put Draymond Green on all those teams in the 90s. He fits.
No.
Yes, he fits.
No.
That's what makes him different. That's why
No.
that I'm telling you, without him, Golden State don't win none of those chips.
I agree.
Without Draymond, Golden State has no chip at all.
They don't have a chance right now. They wouldn't have beat Memphis.
On Golden State. Put him anywhere else.
He just
What
said
is he?
Hold on.
He's not that same
PPA.
player.
PPA.
He's not that same player
PPA.
because he's forced.
They said the same thing about Tom Brady.
He just
Because
said-
see, y'all get caught up in.
They said
y'all
Tom
get
Brady.
caught
They
up
said,
in-
wait. They said
Just
Tom
said
Brady
any
wasn't
team.
gonna be nothing when he left New England. They said Tom Brady wasn't gonna be nothing when he left New England.
Nobody ain't say that. Nobody ain't say that.
What?
Nobody did not say that. You
They
said
it was
that.
the system in New
He
England.
said that.
You're bugging.
Nobody did not say that, Jamal.
You're bugging and you're bugging. They said it was the Belichick system. Yes, they did.
No, that's it.
Yes, they
I can't
did.
believe this
We
guy.
knew the great Tom Brady was.
They said it was the
when he went to
Belichick
Tampa.
system. If you would have told me, you crazy, you said Tom Brady was going to leave the Patriots and win the Super Bowl his first year he left the Patriots, you tripping.
Not first year, but eventually, yeah. First or second year, he would have won it.
Listen.
At the stage of his career on where Tom Brady was playing, and that receiving core that he got coming into the goddamn Tampa Bay, you can't deny Tom Brady having a chance of
You're
winning the
not
Super
putting
Bowl.
no other quarterback.
It's going far enough, man. It's going far enough.
No, because you start talking about Draymond Green is a genius. How can a genius cause a team a championship?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? How not?
How can a genius cause a team a championship? Y'all talking about genius. Y'all ain't talking about just being smart. Y'all talking about a genius.
As far as his basketball IQ and him playing the way he plays the game is genius.
He's not no genius.
What?
He caused his team a championship.
Oh my God.
Do y'all not understand that shit?
Hold on.
Week after week, he's killing me.
Steve, hold on. Steve, wait. I came in late again. So, hold on. Wait a minute. He caused his team a championship?
Yes.
How?
You remember
He's talking
LeBron James when he stepped over him and he went up? That was really pretty smart. That was pretty genius.
But you can't.
And he couldn't play no more. That was pretty smart on his behalf, right?
Bruh. Yeah.
Dude, you talking about antics now.
The
You talking
Kyrie
about
Irving shot. He wasn't there.
antics.
That
You
was
talking
pretty
about-
smart.
You talking
That's
about
what I'm just
antics.
saying.
What you mean? He was on the floor. Whoa. He was on the floor. He was on the floor for the Kyrie Irving shot. He got suspended the game prior.
Yes,
He got
but they
suspended.
lost the game before. LeBron James and them came back 3-1
So you telling me because
of his mistake.
so you telling me
This
it's over
guy, this
so
guy today, man.
So hold on. So you telling me
You
because
never
of
cease to amaze me week to week.
the technicals and because of his
Yes, that don't make him a genius. That do not make him no genius on no court. Magic was a genius. That's who I would give. Isaiah Thomas was a genius.
So just because he's not your prototypical point guard, he's not a genius.
Not because he's not a he caused his team a championship, Steve.
You talking
He
one
caused
way.
his team back-to-back championships.
Golden State still had
caused
2 other
that.
games to win. He still had 2 to 3 other games to win the game. Why they didn't win in the other ones? Why did they win any of those
He
other
ain't just
games?
said Isaiah Thomas.
Because of Draymond Green, idiot, being an idiot. Because somebody done stepped over his ass, he decided to fight. That's what happened. That's fact.
I'm not gonna be able to get out.
Why are you
That's
guys
why
denying fact and y'all calling him a genius?
That's why I stopped
Get
at.
the fuck out of here.
So you gonna sit up there and act like
Draymond Green is good. He got a lot of heart. He got a lot of grit. That's what I describe Draymond Green. The heart and the grit of the team. But genius, no.
I don't think this term has ever been used before. Like it's been used with another person's name, but a thing called the LeBron rules might be in effect sometimes because LeBron gets some treatment, dog. And there has been some times where LeBron has gotten some treatment.
That is truthful.
Got the MJ rule.
He do. He do.
And that was one of them times where the LeBron treatment.
I didn't just say the girls. I said I was coming to take the kids.
But
to go
that-
get something to eat.
And
Was very
technically,
relevant.
if you want to go back, technically, Draymond Green didn't get suspended
There you go,
because
George.
of that. He got suspended because he pointed out on getting too many technical
Tell them to
fouls.
come outside and get the bag.
Even if so, he knew that. Genius. The genius knew that.
I will take Draymond Green and his technicals and his fireness, his leadership on defense, his only 10 points on offense, but his defense and his leadership any day.
Let me ask you a question though, because you brought this
Any
up, and
day.
this was real interesting to me. What Draymond did was a mistake. It was a play. It was a play. It happens, right? That has nothing to do with his ability to think as a genius of the game. However,
Wait 1 minute.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on.
Hold on. He's right.
Wait,
He's right, though.
wait.
Let him
If
talk.
that, no. Because
wait, PP. You mentioned Isaiah, right? Now Isaiah Thomas is my favorite player of all time.
Zeke.
That's my adoptive daddy. Now, no, I'm gonna put him right here. Now, how about? Wasn't he the one that threw the ball away in Boston? Remember he did that out of bounds play? Didn't he do that?
did that cost them a championship?
Yes, it did.
Out of the Eastern Conference. That was in the
Yes, it did.
championship, or that was the Eastern Conference final.
But that cost them to go to the chip where they would have ultimately beat the Lakers.
No. Bird and them was winning that.
No, they were down.
Bird and them was winning that.
Dude,
They
they
got
were
the
down.
steal.
That was,
Detroit
that was possibly a three-peat for the Detroit Pistons, bro.
Detroit was up 3-2. They were 3-2. They were up 3-2, and they were up. If they just get the ball, hey, I'm putting the pass right here, so y'all don't have to come over. If they just inbound the basketball, they get fouled. It's a free throw shooting game. Series is done. Isaiah throws the inbound pass. That Bird steals.
All they got to do is foul and shoot free throws.
Did you see the plays that happened before that steal?
What's up, Rube?
Before the Larry Bird steal?
Did I see what?
Did you see the plays that happened before the Larry Bird steal?
Yeah.
The
I watched the whole game.
Dennis Johnson or Dennis Johnson, right?
I watched the whole game, dude.
If you watch the whole game, what happened prior to that? That
What
steal.
Isaiah was playing a hell of a ball game.
Isaiah Thomas had.
But it was the clutch play at the end where he threw the
That
ball
ended up
away.
helped them win the game.
All right, well, we're going to go with Draymond Green, not smart enough to be that guy. And y'all calling him a genius.
Draymond Green has helped their defense shut down and put whatever adjustments need be in practice during the game in crunch time to help them win their championship in all of them.
You know why I say Draymond Green was a genius?
Guaranteed.
You know why I say Draymond was a genius? After they lost that year to LeBron James, him calling Kevin Durant and telling Kevin Durant, you're not going to win no championships with Russell Westbrook. That's genius. Other than that, he just was a smart, grit, and grind player.
We have seen that you're not winning nothing with Russell Westbrook.
That was smart on Draymond Green's behalf.
You don't
Getting
win nothing
Kevin
with Russell
Durant ass
Westbrook.
over there to Golden State. That was genius.
And I'm tired of seeing these trade rumors with Russell Westbrook coming to New York. We don't want him.
Yo, that was funny.
Why not? He
What you
better
mean,
than
why
any
not?
point guard y'all got.
What?
Because he better than any point guard y'all got.
No, listen, that's not what we.
With a bad season,
Stop. That's not what we're doing in New York.
With a bad season,
That's not
Jamal
what we're doing.
Westbrook is better than any point guard y'all got. With a bet on his bad
Okay,
year.
but what is he gonna help us do?
He's gonna help y'all hustle
But what is he gonna help us
Rebound.
do? We get to the playoffs. What we gonna do?
and go to the playoffs.
Nah, I'm all right. We in the East. What we gonna do in the East with what? With Russ?
Oh, they're going to play. They're going to play. Henderson stole the ball.
Hey, what we
No.
gonna do in the, what we
I'm
gonna do in
talking
the
about
East
the
with
plays
Russ?
before
Wait a
that.
minute.
Look at what
Yeah.
Detroit gave up
Take the flag back in, right?
to Boston. We knew that was a mistake on Isaiah Thomas's part.
So, but he's a genius, though.
Yeah, more than Draymond. Hell yeah.
Of course. Go back inside.
We know that. That's fact.
Hey, Draymond has won championships and helped win championships defense wise.
And that's all he was the help. He helped win championships. He wasn't the
Put together
reason.
the
Integral
defense.
part of that.
He wasn't the reason.
Hey, listen, he done sat in that video room and watched hours and hours of videotape on other teams and put it together. Believe me.
To average that best 12 points a game.
Because he's a defensive player. That's not what he
Sat back
does.
for hours. Normally, star players sit back hours and hours and hours.
He don't get
To
buckets
average
like
they
that.
30.
He does something
And you
different.
talking about sitting back hours and hours and hours to average 12 points a game?
Yo, what did he say
8
about
assists,
what did he say about
8
Jokic?
rebounds.
Yo, what did he say? What did he say about Jokic after the series?
Jokic?
What did he say about Jokic after the series?
What series?
The one that just got over when they beat him.
What did Draymond Green say about Jokic?
What exactly? What did you hear?
No,
what
I'm
he said?
asking you. I don't know.
Listen,
He said, "I'm glad to play against him.
My son-
He got me better."
my son even said it like, listen, playing against a player like him, it made me better. I'm learning every day as a player. Playing against players like him, you learn and you want to get better. As a player as myself, I learned a lot against him. I could take it and use it against other players. That's why he's winning championships.
After
Because
beating
he's
him.
taking little stuff like
After
that,
beating him.
adding it
Really?
to his game.
After beating him. Really? You
helped,
believe
bro.
that? After a win. You think Draymond? All right. Since
That's
he's
the
a
MVP.
genius, since he's a genius that you know, the genius that Steve know, and the genius that Ant know, you think
That
Draymond
genius-
saying that after a loss?
That genius
Jokic?
just took that MVP and basically
I'm
just sent them
asking
home.
you, do you think that he's saying that after he lost to Jokic?
First of all, he's not saying that in a loss because he just sent that MVP home. Ain't no loss. He's a genius.
Ain't no
because
loss.
It's a
Ain't
mind
no
game,
loss.
bro. This is where
That
the
was
whole
Embiid.
genius.
Everybody and their mama know that was Embiid MVP to win.
Listen, okay, but this is where
Let me ask you a
Alright,
question.
Embiid
Hold
was
wait,
better.
on. Hold
Hold
on.
up, Steve.
Let me
Embiid's
ask you-
team was
let me ask you a
better.
question. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Was Michael Jordan a genius?
was he Michael Jordan the genius?
That's a dumb question.
I mean, like,
Who's that?
that's the young listen, that's the future right there, man. That's the
What up, player?
What's up, baby?
you know what I mean? That's the future right
Now,
there. So, you
Pete,
know.
Pete.
I'll go with
Now
Michael Jordan being smart.
Let me.
I wouldn't even say Michael Jordan was a genius, because Michael Jordan, particularly, you know,
Was Tim Duncan a genius?
I'm going by after me hearing other players on his team.
Was Tim Duncan a genius?
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
Tim Duncan was a genius because
You just had a question, a young question.
you couldn't stop.
Okay,
There was no
man.
way to stop Tim Duncan.
Put the car. I'm fucking dying and I can't get out.
I don't.
Like I didn't
No,
say
but
like
the thing is, when y'all say
he
genius,
had you figured out before.
no, I'm just saying though, Ant, my fault. When y'all say genius, I'm thinking about being smart extensively
Yeah, Timmy was different.
throughout the course of a career.
Timmy
I
was
don't
different.
look at Draymond as like that. I think he's smart. I think he got a lot of, like I said, got a lot of heart, got a lot of grit.
Defensive
But
wise,
you know,
defensive
when it
wise,
all boils
Draymond-
down to the game,
But
it was not behind you being a genius that made them excel. That's what I mean.
Yo, defensively, Draymond, I'm telling you, Draymond, listen. Watch how quick after his career is over, he gets some coaching jobs.
You brought that girl out here to do what?
His defensiveness.
What Draymond Green got one Defensive Player of the Year award?
Yeah, just like
You got one, right? At least. Genius.
just like we know LeBron should have how many more MVPs and Kobe should have won how many more MVPs?
We not going there. I got shitted on
I
last
don't
week.
want to
for
hear that. I
LeBron.
don't want to hear that defensive MVP.
I got shitted on. If you
Hold
watched the show last week, I
Hold
got
up, wait a
shitted on
minute.
defending LeBron James until they
Steve
tried to
Nash,
make me Steve and
Nash-
Ant
hold
try
up,
to make
Steve-
me a
Steve
LeBron
Nash
James
won the
fan.
MVP that year. Won what?
I'm
No,
just
you
saying.
didn't just say
Steve
LeBron James
and
fan.
Steve
Steve
and
Nash won the
Ant
MVP
tried to
that
set
year
me
that
up and
was
try to
what?
make. I'm a Mike Jordan greatest of all time fan. But Steve, I'm telling you, Mark, Steve and
Yeah,
Ant,
but
they were trying to make me into a LeBron James fan.
you put the meat
I'm
in the
not
freezer.
doing that no more.
I was a LeBron. You know.
And put it in the
Listen.
refrigerator.
You know how long I've been a LeBron James fan? Since I was in Akron, Ohio, with my family, and I seen that nigga playing ball. But Jordan's still the GOAT, nigga. I don't care. Like, Jordan's the GOAT. LeBron is a good player. Jordan's the GOAT. All this
No,
other
but no.
stuff is, yeah, Jordan's the GOAT.
If
LeBron's
you
a
see
good
the
player.
show last week, we was breaking down it. We was breaking it down and putting each other in each other's bodies last week. That's what we was doing.
But you know what though? We got 2 game 7s today, man, and we got like 45 minutes or maybe 15, 20 minutes, right? To chat. Let's talk about these game 7s, man.
Wait, before we do that, I gotta love it, hate it, or date it. I didn't get to do my show yesterday on Y'all Must Have Forgot, so I put in a love it, hate it, or date it today. So today, love it, hate it, or date it. I got Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Roy, or Danny Granger.
Oh shit, that's difficult.
Oh no, that's not difficult at all.
That's not difficult. He said Danny
What?
Granger. Danny Granger.
What?
That's not difficult
No,
at all.
I seen everybody in their A game. We seen
I did
everybody
too.
in their A game. All right, we gonna
It's not saying that.
Steve. We taking a
It's
break.
not-
We taking a break, Steve,
Do you need to take a break?
because I gotta base my argument. I gotta get him. I gotta get him. Because they can beat me up since they got here. Beat
halftime.
me
I'll
up
give you-
week 3.
I'll give you halftime. I'm gonna give you a halftime real quick. I'll give you 30 seconds. Bro.
Yeah, get that man.
No, I
30
got a full minute.
I didn't even have enough money.
You ready? You ready? Till he comes back. Let's go, Ant. That. It's easy for you. So love it, hate it, or date it. Gilbert Arenas, Danny Granger, Brandon Roy.
You know, I always start with the hated, and there's no knock on his game. But Danny Granger, I feel like his body of work was shorter than everybody.
Huh?
Danny Granger is my hated, and it's because
That's why I was, not to cut you off real quick. I know we don't got a lot of time, but that's why I was like, what the hell PPA you talking about?
yeah, that's not hard.
What?
Go ahead.
Yo, this nigga's wildin', son.
Go
He's
ahead.
wildin'.
Brandon Roy is my dated because Brandon Roy, if he doesn't get hurt, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the best that I see that would have, like, honestly, a Hall of Fame career.
And I was just in Seattle, just to chime in real quick. I was just in Seattle last year, went by their school. Yo, son, listen, man, the school he coached at, all that, he put a lot of money in there, like the whole, like, listen, yeah, it's real popping out there too. Jamal Crawford joint too, man. Yeah,
Right.
but go ahead. Yeah.
And love it, the hibachi,
nigga.
the hibachi.
Woo!
He gave Cole 60.
If he didn't bring the ratchets into the locker room, he still be playing.
he still be playing. Like Gilbert was a problem. A problem. Now I mean, it's like, honestly, truth be told, like if you look at James Harden, that's Gilbert Arenas.
What?
Yo, listen. Listen, and see, that's the problem. See, okay, and
So
what
do you
you
agree?
just said,
You agree,
is
Jamal?
a straight up fact.
You agree?
Because
You
I gotta
agree with his
go.
love and
I'm
hate
gonna
today?
go because everything you just said is what I was gonna say anyway.
Okay.
This
Right.
video, one of my cousins playing the G League. He playing in Puerto Rico right now, and he
Right.
got a video on his page. Him, Kyrie, and Hibachi. You know they play open gym. You know how the pros do, and
Right.
they talking about how Gilbert. It's like the politics, and you can hear him say politics, nigga. You know he's still cooking politics, nigga. He still be in the league politics. Gilbert would still be in the league, bro. And like he said, James Harden is lefty. If you watch James Harden game, all that step back, that 1-2 bit back, Gilbert was doing that shit 10, 15 years ago on the Wizards.
And he was the original logo shooter.
What?
He was shooting from the logo first.
The DC jump back.
Like
Hold that, nigga. Hold that.
When dudes was scared they was gonna get cut off a team from shooting that far, Gilbert was like, "Man, I'm enraged."
He was pulling from the DC logo right in front of where you sub in at.
Yeah.
So hold on. So now, being that we have two people who agree, PBA, who love it, hated it, dated, the floor is yours, sir.
I wanna
Yo, you asked for this break, man. Now you taking the break that I took before?
Ain't no
It's
woman
1
here.
minute.
Love
Ain't
it,
no
hated it,
woman
One
here.
minute.
Love it, hated it, dated.
Y'all just sat up there and just said Gilbert Arenas over Granger.
Nigga, what?
Yo,
I just said that.
yo, no, he didn't, bruh.
Y'all
Okay,
just said
explain
that.
it. I'm not even
Y'all
gonna
just
cut you
said
off,
that?
bruh.
Y'all just
Explain
said that.
Explain it.
Y'all just said that.
Give us
How,
your love and
Sway?
hate of the day, please. Explain it, please.
How,
All right.
Sway?
All right, I'll give y'all a question.
Let's
How,
give him the
Sway?
floor. No
No.
question. No
No
What is
question.
your love and hated it, dated?
Love and hate
Why
of the day.
can't act?
Love and hated
I
it,
asked
dated.
you your love and hate of the day.
Y'all beat me up. Week
Love and
3.
hated it, dated.
Week 3.
Nah.
Week 3. Week 3. Y'all beat me
Nah,
up.
bro.
Hold on.
Nah, bro.
You did this though. I asked the love and hated it, dated. You went crazy. So what is your love and hated it, dated? Gilbert, Granger, Brandon Roy.
I'm gonna love Danny Granger.
This nigga's tripping.
I'm gonna date Brandon Roy. And I'm gonna hate Gilbert Arenas' ass.
Watch my door.
Cut back in, Ant. Cut back in, Steve.
Yo, I got a 10-year-old. Hold up, wait a minute.
Oh,
I got a 10-year-old whose favorite, because this is my son right here. His
I'm not a
favorite
big
rapper-
fan of nobody who quit. I'm not a big fan of nobody who quit.
Even my son
Gilbert Arenas quit.
is aware of the game and rap, real rap music. He said you tripping, yo.
yo,
My son said you tripping.
Yo, Pete. So what? So
how old is your son?
Danny
He's
Granger.
10.
How old is your son?
He's 10.
Yeah, under your tutelage. I know what he's gonna agree with. He's under your tutelage. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, my son. No, he's under your tutelage and your teaching.
Listen.
So you're gonna teach him that Gilbert Arenas was better than Danny Granger. I know that. Jamal, you're not giving me that.
Yo,
he's supposed to know the truth.
No, he's not.
Hold
How
up,
can you go with somebody that went to back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals?
Tell him, yo,
back
tell
to
him
back.
when he in the car, he listened to real bars.
Bruh.
Nah, I mean, He listen.
Bruh.
He see real basketball, so he
Well-
know the real deal, son. He not gonna believe. He know who Danny Granger is, though, but he know Gilbert Arenas is
Then
better
put him
than-
on the panel right now.
Danny Granger.
Put him on the panel right now, then,
He
Mark.
gonna tell you that the Pacers.
Let's see how much he know his game.
Yo, hold on, wait.
You
He'll
put
tell
him
you-
out there.
Time out. He will tell you this though. The Pacers were a over 500 team while Danny Granger was on the team.
They was what?
Danny Granger.
He'll tell you they were over 500 while Danny Granger was on the Pacers.
They were what?
Over 500.
And led to where?
I think possibly what they do.
Eastern Conference Finals.
And then
When did Gilbert Arenas reach the Eastern Conference Finals? February.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
February. LeBron James took him out both years. And that was just 2 seasons, 2 playoff
I was
seasons.
getting ready to say. Now that's what I was getting ready to say. Why?
2 playoff seasons.
Come on, man.
Gilbert Arenas, 2 playoff seasons.
Who Gilbert Arenas? Gilbert Arenas ain't. I mean, Kwame Brown and the rest of them guys and stuff. You know, it can't be asked.
Gilbert Arenas, hands down, was nice. But he was not no Granger.
Nigga, what?
Did he have Paul George on his team? Did Gilbert
that's what I
Arenas
was
have
about to
Paul
ask you.
George on his
That was
team?
the whole point. Danny
That's
Granger
what it was I was about to ask.
team.
You know, as soon as
Did-
Paul
did-
George,
did-
as soon as
did-
Paul George
did-
got there,
All right, and did Gilbert Arenas get his front 2 teeth knocked out at a 3-point shot against LeBron James?
That was the
Falling on
whole
the
point.
floor? Did y'all forget that game?
Danny Granger had a better team than Gilbert Arenas.
so that's your logic.
Oh my God! Oh
that's
my
your logic?
God! I just be
Do you
trying
know
to
that
make
when
the
Paul
case
George-
and
when
make
Paul
the
George
case
did
and
the
make
thing-
the case. Y'all beating me up all every week. I think y'all setting me
Gilbert
up.
Arenas-
All 3 of y'all.
Gilbert Arenas did a lot more with a lot less, bro.
No, he did not.
Ah,
He ain't do shit if he can't get out the second round.
Oh, this guy.
Y'all trying to make Gilbert Arenas be out to be an AI?
Who did he play with?
Larry Hughes, Antoine Jameson, Brendan Haywood,
Brendan Hayward.
Brendan Haywood, Elijah
Brendan
Hood.
Hayward.
What do you mean, Brendan Haywood? Brendan Haywood is just a champion. It's a champion. What are you talking about? Brendan Haywood is a champion. He's part of Dallas Mavericks squad. What are you talking about?
They talk that Tar Heel talk around here, man.
I'm a Duke fan.
So was Brian Scalabrine. Brian Scalabrine is a champion too.
Brian
Oh my
Scalabrine.
God. Oh my God.
Brian Scalabrine.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
man.
Y'all are beating me up.
On that note, my guy,
Steve, get the
Bro.
hands off your fucking mouth.
tripping.
Brian
You
Get
Scalabrine.
the hands off your fucking mouth.
You tripping.
You know I
Danny
know what the
Granger,
fuck I'm
soon as-
talking about. Get the hands off your fucking mouth.
Soon
Are
as
you
Paul
fucking kidding me,
George,
Jamal?
soon as Paul George, y'all ready?
Laughing at me, Jamal. All right.
Soon
I
as Paul
can't
George
wait.
hit the scene, Danny Granger.
All
Wait,
3 of y'all. All 3 of y'all. When y'all come to Connecticut, we all fighting.
This ain't shit.
We all fighting. Cause y'all with that bullshit.
Yeah.
Are y'all kidding me?
So,
Are y'all kidding me? Danny
just real
Granger
quick then. Real quick then.
was it better than Gilbert Arenas?
Wait. Okay. So real quick then. Hold on, real quick. So you think if Zach LaVine go to the Lakers, that make them a championship contender?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You damn right I do. That's some bullshit. Y'all with that bullshit. I think it's set up PPA week 3. I be feeling like I'm being set up by you, Steve.
I just asked the question,
Steve
bro.
will love me and
I
throughout
just
the course
asked
of the week.
questions.
And
I
then
asked the questions. They're
whatever
for
you
to
say,
answer.
Steve. Whatever you say.
They're for you to answer how you see fit, bro. This is
Y'all
your
with that
opinion.
bullshit. I can't win. I can't win with y'all.
So listen, so before we get up out of here, what's your predictions for today, game 7s?
Because James definitely has that shit.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm going with the dark horse. I'm going with Dallas today.
Yep.
Ah, see?
Whoa, no.
Mia, don't get slapped.
Ah,
I'm going with Dallas today.
See,
It's
yes.
hard for. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's
No.
it's
But
hard
that
for me to
game
go
is
against
hard though,
Luka.
man. That game is hard to predict because I don't like they role players
Phoenix has
playing on the
more
road.
weapons than Dallas.
No. See,
I don't know
that's
if I
why
could-
it's an opinion on that one. I don't have a fact, but it's hard to go against Luka right now. It's hard to go against the best player on the floor. Just like
It
I'm gonna
is,
be honest with you, it's gonna be hard to go against Giannis today too. It's gonna be hard.
That's I told my son that. I said Jason Tatum is my man's Duke all the way. Him and Jaylen Brown got to show up and go 30 for 30.
If Jalen,
But Giannis I think Giannis gonna come through with the I'm a creative
40 and
player
20.
type.
Lamar, I hear your son in the background and he's sounding a lot like you.
Yo, listen, he watched the game.
He's sounding a lot like you.
He watches the game
I'm
himself.
listening to him in the background, and he's sounding a lot like your dad.
Hey, he watches the game himself.
You know you sound just like your dad.
Look, you see his shirt, right?
Huh? With somebody different?
Well, listen, fellas, it's been a good day.
This is fun.
Come watch
This
it.
is
Obviously,
fun.
watch the games. We'll be back.
Why y'all keep beating me up though, Steve? Every
on.
week. Why you keep setting me up, Steve? Why I can't be
no
designed
set
for
you
me
up,
to
man.
win?
You the devil's
I just
advocate,
asked
man.
the question. I just asked the question. Jamal, we got to get maybe next Saturday we could get into this Giant schedule.
Absolutely not.
I don't know. If I don't have to work, I'm gonna jump on.
Y'all ain't getting into nothing.
No doubt. We can get into this Giant schedule.
I got some Giants fans that might want to tune in too.
Let's go. Next Saturday, you open?
Oh, I can't. Oh man.
We're gonna break down the schedule next Saturday and see how many wins and shit we can get up out of that.
Yo, PPE, you see that, baby?
Yo, too, we got a shout out though. We at 1K. We at 1K subscribers, yo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Does it matter?
We at 1K subscribers. Jimmy Savage, cut the check. Cut the check.
Say last night you asked Armani a few times to take the recycling out and he didn't.
Jay-Z used to do it.
Just waited till today.
But yo,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna knock you.
I'ma holler at y'all, man.
Boy.
Y'all be good. Enjoy your week.
Yes, sir. I'll let y'all
Y'all enjoy these game 7s tonight.
All right, I'll probably reach out to y'all during the game.
All right.
I'm drunk playing Top Golf.
We should have did live. We gonna do live at the finals?
Huh?
We gonna do live at the finals?
We could try that.
Yeah.
All right.
We could try.
Steve doing that golf course.
Maybe like on,
Right,
maybe like on the weekend or some shit like that. We try and do some shit like that.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay up.
For sure. You already know. That's it. That concludes our freaking show for this day. Come back next week. But we out of here, people. It's been a fun one.